All right, we're live.
We're live, 10-6 versus second, 2 outs, 2-1 count. Diaz on the bump, 3-1 count. And here we go. Got to chill if we need to chill. Coors Light, the beer that is made to chill, the beer that is made for Mets fans through all of these moments. Fun. Post-game. You guys want to do post-game? Yeah, sure. Let's just do in-game before the post-game to really see what our nerves look like. That's a strike two. Come on.
Yeah. This is the perfect example, though, of like, oh, his numbers look great. And it's like, yeah, he struck out 2 so far, but he also walked a guy and hit a guy. So luckily we scored those survival runs.
I tweeted out that if he blows this, I'm blaming the Islanders because it's like definitely the misery pact with the Islanders and the Jets. So this is 3 days. This is 3 days in a row for Diaz, right?
And it's not even like they put Smith in for 3 and he looked like shit too. This was his 3rd day too. So it's not like they weren't looking at the other guys and going, oh, it looks like everybody's tired. They're up by 4. We're in the middle of a race where you have to win 8 of your next 11 and you're not giving your closer an extra day's rest. And now the umpire's squeezing him. You fucking kidding me?
Oh, God. These uniforms.
Amelia hit Segura because if Segura was still in the game, he would be crushing us for sure next.
Yes, 1,000%. 1,000%. Oh my God! He throws such filth though when he's getting squeezed, we're fucked because you just get worried it's getting in his head. And the thing about Diaz that hurts, like Familia did give up bombs here and there, but he was death by 1,000 paper cuts. Diaz can just end it like that. This game could be tied. I mean, it might already be tied. You're about a second ahead of me. It could be floating through the Philadelphia sky right now. We don't know any better.
Those bombs. The one to center and then the one off the facing of the third deck, I was like, how is it that we're even winning a ball game back-to-back nights where our starters get knocked out, our good starters get knocked out in the second inning?
Yeah. And this is the kind of stuff that gets Mets fans blaming. Well, we lost the tough games. Now all we got to do is just do the same with the bad pitchers.
Clem?
The books.
Can't ever be easy.
Maybe I'll send the tweets out now. Let's retweet the post game. Everyone coming in from the post game, welcome. It wasn't pretty. We got here. Edwin Diaz with the win. Edwinny trumpet, baby. No, never a doubt. Knew this game was in the books as soon as those first couple of runs were hit in the first inning. Not at all a surprise. Not at all a crazy game. Nothing but easiness with Bryce Harper hitting roughly, a mile worth of home runs tonight?
Easily. Oh, my God. What a night. And you could tell, like, Gary, Keith, and Ron were so ready to go home. It's a 4-hour game. And they were like, you don't think it's going to go to extras, do you? And Keith's like, better fucking not go to extras. Like, they're not even at the ballpark, so they're stuck in, like, the Wilpons closet. They can't sit next to each other. They can't dick around. They just have to sit with the microphone in front of them and watch the Phillies broadcast. Like, that's just a miserable night.
Oh, miserable all around. The fact that they have to do the shit that we have to do. Like we said, it sucks having to go on the road, but at least they get to, like, do road work things, go out of the restaurant afterwards, be in a hotel, treat it like a hotel room, all that kind of stuff. They're just in the middle of Flushing, and now they got to go through I can only imagine, like, the Wilpons probably even turning on the air conditioning right now, and it's hot outside just because they don't have to, everything is done. They don't want to pay the last bill before Uncle Stevie takes over. But I mean, this was like, this felt like a real late season game. This felt more like an August game where it's like 4-3 at the end of one, then the Phillies go up, and then it's just nothing for a bit, and then obviously we come back, and then ninth inning. Thank God for those survival runs, or else that would have been even scarier. That last I don't know. That's the thing with Diaz. I can't like he's like comes in 10-6. At least there's wiggle room. He made the margin of error as slim as possible by loading the bases. But if it's 7-6, 8-6, I feel like he just, the walls come crumbling down with him.
Thank God for the survival runs, and thank God for Didi Gregorius, because all you have to do is stand there with – you don't even need the bat. You could have left the bat in the on-deck circle. He did not have to swing the bat whatsoever, and he was walking in the go-ahead run. I don't know how, in your mind – I understand, like, you're a hitter, you hit, that's what you get paid to do. He threw, like, 9 of 11 pitches, 9 of which were balls. And then you go up there and you play 2-0 with the bases loaded. Like, I don't agree with that. I'm glad that he did it, but there's no way we were winning that ball game if he didn't swing.
And that's McCutcheon for you too. You know what I mean? That's that game. So
I'm saying Didi for.
Yeah.
Because Smith couldn't find the strike zone if his life depended on it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is it. We should. I don't want to be living like this right now, but 3 in a row for Diaz, that counts for something. Doing it back to back to back now, actually, like this is all about next season. Diaz doing that makes me feel better. Again, it means absolutely nothing in the start of a new season next year with 162 games on the schedule. But just giving any little bit of confidence, I'm going to be the irrational, I trust Edwin Diaz guys on Twitter. I'm going to be so irrational with it that I'm going to trick myself into believing it. That's what I do with everything basically in sports. It's a joke until I convince myself of the joke is real. It's like Costanza, it's not a lie if you believe it, right? That's how I'm treating Edwin Diaz. I trust him. I believe him. Edwin Diaz.
So now we're 1.5 games back from the Phillies. We're 1 game back from the Cardinals, and we have 10 games left to play. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things
happens to us versus something that's going in positive direction. But I mean, baseball's a weird sport, man.
What's their record? So Stevie closed on Monday, right? So it's just been this series, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's 2-1, and then I'd love to know what their record is. I mean, no matter what it is, even when he first was announced a couple of weeks ago, I mean, they haven't won a series other than a Marlins series. So this is it. We called the series win. We called it. We fucking Kyle Stradamus. We called this game in the pregame. So everyone who was watching, shout out to us for getting that right.
We thought it would, but
yeah.
If you would have told me that we were going to win both of these games with DeGrom and Lugo both getting knocked out of the game in the second inning, and we had to throw 2 bullpen games back to back,
you would have spit in my face. It would have been really fucking rude. It would have been disgusting. I mean, yeah, you say it's 6-3 tonight in the second inning. I'm like, well, better luck next year, fellas. And the bullpen, you got to shout them out for coming in, keeping it close, all that kind of stuff. Like you said, Wilson didn't have it, but
and against Wheeler and Nola. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds were definitely stacked against us. But you know what? How do they do this year after year, Clem? Like,
I don't know.
We've already gone to Consolina. The season is over in my mind. And next thing I know, there's 10 games left. And I'm like, well, the math adds up. We're playing teams that we need to play. Meanwhile, and the Rays just clinched. So they don't need anything else. Maybe they'll rest their guys. Who knows? Then we got to play the Nationals, who are way worse than we are. So who knows?
And then at the end of the day, it all comes down to like a bunch of Cardinals games and shit like that, and whatever other stuff lies ahead of us. And at that point, it's like you just need to get in the thick of things, right? So where the Cardinals have 4 less games than us now, so they got to make up 4, and we're a game behind them. So are they the 8th seed still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, so the Phillies are now there. But I mean, now the Phillies, if they drop down, I don't know if this is before tonight. That's probably updated. So we're a game and a half behind them. Oh God. Like you said, Kyle, I just want to be put out of my misery one way or the other. Like I just want to simulate to the end of the season and just know we got there. Because there are good moments. Like again, the core coming through again. Gimme Jimmy. I thought he was like that guy goes on the shelf for a month and a half any other season, and he just plays. It's the Steve Cohen effect. Whatever the fuck is going on, he healed Diaz. Diaz is fucking unstoppable with fucking Steve Cohen as the owner of the team. Whatever it is, man, we're just gonna keep it going. Jake comes out okay on the hamstring injury. Yeah. Give Me Jimmy doesn't die. Dom has that hit. I mean, Cano even, comes through with a bomb in the ninth. I can't believe we won this game. I was so ready for like an unhappy recap after that second inning. I just was on cruise control until the ninth inning, basically.
Were you flipping back and forth between that and football? I haven't even gotten to watch a single snap because I was like, okay, I'm going to shut the game off. And then next thing I know, it's 3 innings later, I'm still watching. And then we come back and I'm like, well, no football tonight.
Yeah, I was going back and forth between football and that. And I was, because I also am blogging too. So it's like I figured we'd be more likely to have some blog stuff with football. And then downstairs I had the 2 TVs, so I had that going too. I can't believe it. Hey, I'm happy. Coors Light. This is what gets us through. We're celebrating responsibly. We're chilling out. We're keeping us cool. I mean, there's never been a beer that is more in tune with a fan base than the beer that's made the chill with the Mets fans. Holy cow. I can't get over they won this game. It's unbelievable.
Makes 0 sense. And fucking Chasen Shreve is the one who 2.1 innings. That's the thing. Now we just got these random guys that we used to hate coming out of the woodwork and like doing things.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, yeah. Shreve, I hate too.
Don't hurt me. That's all I'm asking. Just let me down.
I forgot. We also got Frank the Tank is off of potato chips now that's breaking news here. Frank the Tank is off of potato chips for the next month. In October, no potato chips allowed because Pete Alonso hit 6 home runs in the month of September. People are asking whether or not I think he's actually going to do it. I think he will because he ate that piece of paper because of the World Cup. And if he did that with like 0 followers on YouTube, he'll do like an actual thing. I don't think there is a chance Frank could obviously eat potato chips, not tell me. Right. I think Frank will just move to another kind of junk food. That's what I would do personally. I would just move into candy. I move into pretzels. I'm going to hold him only to potato chips. He wants to go Doritos. He can go Doritos. He can go pretzels. He can go even corn chips. But if there's any potato, Frank, that's a problem. You're out of the circle of trust. If I see any potato chips on your he takes his picture of his food every night, or at least he used to. If I see a potato chip crumb somewhere, I'm going to be very upset.
You got to start sending them pictures of the bags that you buy with the orange 2 on it just to taunt them.
Oh yes, I got to do that.
Give them a thread of potato chips and be like, "You better not be eating these."
I actually the Lay's flavor chips that they do every year where they have like the funky flavors. I actually did all 4 of those a month ago. I just forgot to put them on Instagram. I have them in my photos still. I'm gonna wait till October 1st to tweet them out just to fucking get salivating a little bit there. Because you know what? Again, Pete's driven us all crazy. Frank gets so in the dark that when I am still in the light as a Mets fan. I have to zing the people that are still so they have the darkened souls. I need to let them remember what happiness feels like. So yeah, Frank the Tank's all potato chips. That's what I just talked about for the last 5 minutes. Welcome to my fucking Thursday night. Jesus Christ. Back to you tomorrow.
Pod up tomorrow morning, full episode, and then you guys can see us. Pre-game and post-game.
What is let's see, let me look at the
do we have any day games left?
I don't think so. I'm gonna look that up. I'll look up now. We are we have a day game on Sunday, this Sunday against the Braves, and then we have one on next Sunday against the Nats. Anderson, Freed, Waka, Anderson, Porcello, Wright, the next 3 games. So yeah, it's here. We know what we're dealing with here in terms of pictures.
Oh God. Well, all right. So let's just take a look. So we got Atlanta too. Fuck. Season could be over by Sunday if we don't win 2 out of those.
Yep. And you have to imagine Diaz is unavailable tomorrow because. I mean, just if they're going to unless they want his arm to fall off and they want to claim the insurance on him on their way out. So that always makes the bullpen a little dicey is when guys are just straight up not available. But it is what it is.
I thought Amelia was going to blow it. When they put him back out there for a second inning, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
I'm skinny Familia. He doesn't wear down as easily. He has those extra pounds off of him. Waka, yeah. Oh, God. When you see Waka Porcello, it just takes away. It snatches any feeling of momentum you have in your soul, basically. No matter what they do, when Waka came in for the relief appearance or whatever, that's completely different here. And it's the Braves. If it was in Atlanta, I feel a lot worse than I do about them being in New York though, because Atlanta's our house of horrors, no matter which ballpark they're playing in. So,
I'd
and
love
then
to slip
Tampa, whatever.
early. I would love to see them slip him in early if his leg really is fine. They were talking about it on the broadcast tonight, and they said that it feels fine every other day except for when he's throwing on the mound for like games. That's when it tightens up. So he could be throwing a flat ground, he could be throwing a bullpen, no issues because he's not going maximum effort. And then it's on there, it starts spazzing out. I'm like, get the dude some Pedialyte. Like, what the fuck? I know hamstrings are tough to come back from, but like you know it going in. Like, get something going for the guy.
I don't understand how. I guess it's just not dialing up. So yeah, go Pedialyte, go do whatever you have to do. Did DeGrom have something with dehydration or something? I mean, it was probably just Harvey during all the piss stuff I'm thinking of. I felt like DeGrom did have some sort of a cramp thing or dehydration along the way. But yeah, I mean, he's such a savage. He's probably working out to a whole new level. And fucking Kevin, that son of a bitch. I did not like that slander. I don't like when people slander Sweet Jacob. I mean, anyone else on the team, literally anybody else but Sweet Jacob. He's the one guy who was above faking an injury. The guy went out in Game 5 of the NLDS and like left it all on the field there, and he's still in the mix here. So I can't believe Jake would be pulling up blame.
It's gone through 3 years of the team just giving up on him whenever he pitches, and he just is like, fuck it, I'm going to throw anyway. So there's no way on a day he doesn't have it, he's not just going to be like, let me gut it out for 5 innings. Because it actually screwed his ERA that he only threw 2 and let up 3 runs. If he had just extended it a couple more innings, he would have still been under 2.
Exactly. So,
I mean, good point by Goes for Blue. Can Lugo switch to closer? I mean, he only threw 2 innings, so if they do need like a spot guy for the Braves, he's not due to throw. If they want to give him his bullpen day is actually pitching in the bullpen, why not?
Can you imagine? He'd be so like he's probably like doesn't trust them one bit. He's like, you motherfuckers. It's like it's like when my son, like he's like when he goes in his room, he's like, I know I'm going in here. You're trying to put me to sleep. It's like Luke goes, you're gonna keep me in the bullpen again, you sons of bitches. So,
like all moving Milton down to the basement. They're like, no, it's fine. We're just gonna move your desk over here now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, God Almighty. And you know, like this. The thing is, like, the Lugo hot takes come out once he has a night like tonight where it's like he can't handle starting pitching. And then it's like he's good for a couple games. You don't hear anything. It's like, let's just let everything play out however it's going to play out. More importantly, let the people who actually know fucking baseball handle what they think should be done with him. He's an asset, whether or not he's our weapon, a starter, a closer, a reliever, whatever. Hopefully he has it together either in the bullpen or his next start, though, because he pulls that again. You don't pull these games out every single day. These things come far and few between, even when the Mets get hot. So
yeah, and the Mets have been really hot lately. Like as for as much shit as we've been giving them, like base running sucks, pitching's been spotty. They've been hitting the ball. Like everybody is rolling right now. So like they could put a run together. It's very possible. Like Waka and Porcello have been absolutely terrible all year. Who's to say they don't have 1 or 2 good starts in them over this run? They win a bunch of games. It's going to come down to the last week against the Nationals, who suck. And then this will be the final send-off for the Mets in the misery era.
The misery era. That's what they're going to mark it in team history. You're going to see the little timeline. It's like, you know, the expansion era, the Miracle Mets era, and then, you know, the fucking crack cocaine era, and then whatever. So – God Almighty, we fucking made it. We made it to the end of this game. We made it to the end of the season in one piece. Thanks to our friends at Coors Light helping us chill. And we'll make it to tomorrow night. The pregame is it a 7:00 game? I imagine it's just 7:05 or whatever. Right? There's nothing crazy. 7:10. Wait, it's 7:10 on Friday, but then 7:07 because it's a Fox game, I guess. That's weird. And then 1:10 on Sunday.
That game on Fox. How does that end up being a nationally broadcast game? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't know if it is. Like, because college football's not around. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Because it would be a college football day, but they do have those games in the fall too on Fox. I think the Dontrell Willis, that like second to last game, was it John Maine or whatever? I think that was on Fox back in the day too. So whatever. But until then, this next fucking package of chaos we unwrap. Gotta believe.
Gotta believe.